Alright everyone, today we're going beyond the light as we prepare for year 4 of Destiny 2. There's lots of new abilities coming with the introduction of the new Stasis subclass, and in today's video we're going to take a look at what this means for Titans, the exotics you'll need, and how the new Shiver Strike melee is going to be the new go-to. So if you're hyped for Beyond Light, give this video a rating down below, sub to the channel if you're new, and let's get into it. This is the third in the series of the Beyond Light Stasis build previews. We've already covered the Shadebinder and Revenant, so now it's time for the Behemoth to avalanche into your lives. This all new Stasis subclass is going to benefit from the Aspect and Fragment system, where items discovered in the world can be used to alter and create unique subclass builds in Beyond Light. Aspects will be class specific, whereas Fragments can be used by all classes. We get an excellent example of how the Aspects and Fragments will fit in with the Behemoth's new melee ability. The Tectonic Harvest Stasis aspect seems to work how many of the Charge with Light mods work, in terms of recharging your melee ability by shattering stasis crystals to create stasis shards which you can then consume. This seems to go hand in hand with the Whisper of Durance, which will make the slow effect of your melee last longer with a plus 10 to your strength stat too. The Shiver Strike melee is also going to be a core mechanic in the Glacial Quake super ability, where you turn into a roaming armoured stasis tank. Infinite melee builds are going to be the go-to with the Titan, no surprise there then. So let's now take a look at some exotics and how these are going to improve your Titan melee builds for Beyond Light. Synthoceps are going to be just as popular as ever, and for good reason. Not only do they boost your melee range, but they also increase the damage output of your melee and super when you are surrounded thanks to its Biotic Enhancements perk. Now given that this whole Behemoth subclass is centred around being a juggernaut in the trenches, the bonus to damage with Synthoceps is really going to help deal with the yellow bar enemies even more so. Next, we've got Wormgod Caress, and another one that will increase your Shiver Strike damage. Burning Fist will boost melee damage on melee kills, with further melee kills extending the damage and duration of this effect. Pairing this with the Tectonic Harvest aspect and getting your charged melee back as quickly as possible will definitely have an impact on whether these exotics are worth using. But the last exotic will definitely have an impact. Doom Marchers are absolutely the most OP neutral game melee exotic for Titans. Building up an electrical charge with linear actuators which chain on impact to nearby enemies are already immense, and will be even more so when enemies become slowed by your Shiver Strike melee. Imagine not being able to move and the Doom Marcher's charge going back and forth, and there's literally nothing you can do about it but accept your fate. Between Synthoceps and Doom Marchers, it's a tough choice here for absolute melee builds, but there's one more piece in the kit bag that you should absolutely use, and it's not an exotic or a weapon, but it's actually a Season of Arrival's mod, Light. This gives a flat boost of plus 20 to your strength stat and can be stacked. This will reduce the cooldown of your melee in an instant, and with Arrival's armour being very relevant in Beyond Light as it's not sunset for a whole year, these Charge with Light Arrivals mods will still be a must. There's already some seriously broken builds springing to mind, but for now I'm going to leave you with that as food for thought. Beyond Light is going to be immense, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's possible with the new Stasis abilities. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to the most. In the next video we will be looking at the new weapons and exotics shown off by Bungie and how these are going to affect your gameplay. We are going to be covering everything in terms of builds, weapons and mods in year 4, so you know what to do. Subscribe if you're new here, it's a free and easy way to support the channel. If you found this video helpful, and if you too have got that Beyond Light Stasis itch, I've been telling you now, go see the doctor. This is 3 videos in and you've still got that itch. Go do it. But then remember to give us a rating down below too. It also helps the channel out and is always greatly appreciated. That's it for this one though. So on that, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.